Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've filmed one of these videos, but I thought this one would be a fun one. Also because you might notice the background's different. I recently moved for college, so I'm in a different city, and I thought this art dare would be the perfect opportunity for me to explore a little bit. So if you don't know what art dare I'm talking about, I like following a channel called Prof, and every single month they put out a different art dare. I have a couple videos on this channel and links up in the iCard of me doing some of their art dares. I did do the past 2 months art dares as well, but I didn't film them because they weren't very interesting. The one for June I did 100% at work, and the one for July I did late and kind of just on my own. But this month's art dare, the dare is to go on a walk and find things and then figure out how to include them in your artwork. So since I'm in a new city, I thought it'd be fun to go on a walk today and bring you guys with me, and then we can find some things to put into a drawing. I was about to leave and then I realized I should have probably looked it up on Google Maps, so I did, and now I know where we're going. Basically, there's a big river near my school, so yeah. I'm by this thing and I'm from the desert, so every time I see water I'm just like, wow, that's some water. I haven't found anything for the art dare though, but I'm hoping to walk to the river. I don't know if I came the best way. I wanted to see this anyway, but I'm kind of just walking around campus. I'm also far away enough so nobody sees me filming. I don't want to be labeled as a weirdo on like the first week. So yeah, I was also worried it was raining, but it kind of stopped, so that's good. So yeah, there's also someone. I literally just stopped filming, but I'm pretty sure that that is a turtle right there. I'll zoom in more so you guys can see it, but there's a turtle. It's also just insane how thick these trees are. I'm sorry, I'm gonna mention this, but I am literally from the desert, so we don't have trees this big. And this tree's just massive. Anyways, I'm still looking for stuff for the art dare. I haven't really found anything. Nothing I wish to include yet, but I feel like that's because I might be raising my standards too high. I kind of like these. I need to clear a spot in my bag for whatever I pick up, so I guess I do that first. It's also kind of sprinkling, but it's not bad. I like don't need an umbrella or anything. Okay, we have our first object. I picked up this leaf. I was walking and it just, I love this pattern. Let me see if my camera will focus. This leaf, it just reminded me of watercolor, so I picked it up. And we're gonna get a couple different objects. I also wish that I brought my family to this side of campus, because the side we went to was very much roads and buildings. This side, like, this nature, my mom would have loved this. So yeah, but we have our first thing for the art dare. I just have to make space in my bag for it. And I think I'm gonna pick up one of those orange things. I'll show you them later. And I think I might go to the river, but I'm kind of just enjoying right here, so we'll see. Look at the mossy turtle. He's so cute, and his shell's covered completely in moss. The water is just so pretty, and the greens here are insane. I'm trying not to film anybody, there's a lot more people on the side. Okay, so I thought I was filming, I wasn't. But I got here and I'm kind of filming at this weird angle because there's a lot of, well, there's not like a lot of people, like I'm kind of by myself right now, but there's a lot of frat bros around and I'm kind of scared. So I think I'm gonna look around here to find anything else maybe I can use for the art dare. I might draw some trees. So I had to leave the other place because there was a lot of people and I didn't like it. There's just a lot of people passing by and stuff, and literally I came back here and no one's around. So there's trees on this side that are fun too, so I think I'm gonna try and draw something, just chill for a little bit. Got kind of overwhelmed just with all the sticks on that tree, so I gave up, but I did this tree and I like how it looks. It's okay, so now I think I'm gonna go find the rest of the stuff for the art dare. There is some people across the bridge. So many little turtles. I wish I could take the moss with me, because that's what the art dare is. You have to find things and then take things with you and make an art piece. And I wish I could take the moss. I love the color of it, but sadly it will not fit in my bag. Okay, so after that I ended up just coming home. I was really tired and hungry and I needed food, so I came back to get food. But I did end up finding everything for the art dare. And I found a couple different leaves and then a stick. I ended up not using the stick at all in my final piece, like it didn't influence anything. But I found these weird red things that were on the ground. Those tiny leaves I found outside my apartment on the way back. And then I found these two bigger leaves. And these are the things that kind of influenced the art piece. So after I found all this, a week had passed and I started thumbnailing. I did not thumbnail as much as I usually do because usually I do probably like 5 to 6 thumbnails. This one I literally did this and was just like, yep, I'm going for it because I had 3 days to complete the art dare. So I've been using the art dare as kind of like a time to experiment, so I was trying not to put too much pressure on myself, and I definitely didn't think or plan as much as I usually do with this piece, and I'm surprised it turns out as well as it does. So because of the big leaves, they kind of reminded me of watercolor, so I decided I'm just going to do watercolor for the medium. So I just kind of went over the whole thing with watercolor, kind of recklessly. I'm usually pretty careful with watercolor because I think you have to kind of think about what you're going to build up, what you need to leave light, but I kind of just went for it. So the one thing I did want to capture from the leaves, I saw like the big ones, to me it kind of looked like they had these like dark lines and then like it was kind of like bleeding out, so I kind of wanted to try to get that effect with the watercolor. So that's what I did with these long things. I really like piled on the watercolor and then used a bunch of water to just let them bleed out. And it's rare that in at least my watercolors I let them just go like that, so it was a really different effect. I did end up coming back with some paint pens because as much as the watercolor I liked how it was coming out, I did need something a little, I don't know, like stronger? I don't know. So I did end up doing some paint pen work, and here I'm just continuing to darken things, paint things in. It was feeling quite done at this point, but I still felt like I needed something to tie it all together, and this is where the tiny leaf comes in. So the tiny leaves also kind of influence like the mushroom. I tried to do like the little like bit you leave light and then darker around it because that's kind of what the leaves look like. But also I was coming home from my apartment one day and the leaves are already kind of falling here, so I was just walking and all of a sudden like a bunch of just yellowy leaves just came down and there was just like raining yellowy leaves. So I decided to kind of do this for the frog piece, and you'll see that at the end. I didn't get any footage of me doing that, but I ended up putting a bunch of like yellowy dots to just kind of be like leaves and just put them everywhere, and I really like what that did for the piece. I was also quite scared to put the yellow dots everywhere because like I can't go back once I did it because I was going to do it in paint pen, and I was like, oh my god, what if it ruins everything? But then I was like, you know what, this is just for the art dare. I want to experiment, so I went for it. And I feel like that was a thing I really did a lot in this piece that I normally don't do, was I really just went for a lot of things without thinking too much, because I like to like think a lot usually, you know, like plan, because planning usually works out better when you do. For this piece I kind of didn't do that at all. I was just like, okay, I like how that looks, I'm just gonna put it there, and I just kept trying things. So it was really different for me, but it turned out so well. Like, look at this, and you can see the yellow dots I did, and I'm really happy with it, and I did this in 3 days, which is insane. So this is watercolor, and then I just did acrylic paint marker on top, and yeah, I'm still shocked at how good this turned out. So in case you're confused on what influenced what, the big leaves kind of influenced me to do watercolors, the tiny leaves were the dots, and then the top of the mushroom I tried to make look like the tiny leaves. And then the orange things I picked up are the big swirly lines. I kind of took inspiration from them to make that. So let me know what you think of this piece. It's definitely one of my favorite ones I've done in a while. Also, I did go outside to take official photo of this to submit to the art dare, and just look how many leaves are around my apartment. Like, it feels like fall. Normally there's not this many leaves around. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this piece, and yeah. Okay, so I was editing the video and I just realized I completely forgot to do an outro, so this is gonna be the outro. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this from me. I'm definitely thinking of doing more like this, where I kind of just they're not all going to be related to the art dare, but I've kind of liked how the art dare videos are kind of like you guys come with me to make an art piece. I'm thinking I'm going to do more videos like that. So if you want to see more of that, subscribe. I'm also going to start doing polymer clay tutorials really soon, so subscribe if you want to see that. I'm going to leave my Instagram, Etsy, and all that down below if you want to check me out anywhere else. Also, if you want to see this piece for longer and the photo I posted, it is on my Instagram, gingercel. So I already know what the next month's art dare is, the one for September. I'm not going to be doing it on this channel. I'm going to be doing it, but not for the channel. I'm going to do some other videos next coming month. But if you do want to check out Art Prof and participate in the art dare with me, or just check out the Art Prof community, because if you are into art in any way, they are honestly an amazing channel, an amazing resource. I've been improving a lot, and I think a lot of it is from their channel. So if you are an artist of any kind, definitely check out Art Prof and maybe participate in the next coming art dare with me. I'm definitely going to be participating. I think that is it for this video. I will see you in the next video. Bye.